outside this morning. Good morning, everybody. We are getting ready to deliver a load of appliances, refrigerators, stoves, all that fun stuff up to a Lowe's store in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So let's go ahead and go get that done. And then I'm probably going to bring this down to my shop. I got to do a DOT inspection. We got to do a quarterly DOT, just like you do. I think Landstar requires that too. But they require a quarterly DOT inspection. And I need to throw a tire on this trailer. Even though I'll be giving this trailer back in about a week, this tire is pretty bad. So I just want to go ahead and get a tire thrown on there, and I can get like a used tire for next to nothing at my shop. So I was going to get one at the Petro yesterday. I used one, and it's like $300. And I was going to get it, but then their hour wait turned into a 3.5 hour wait, and I just said no thank you. And of course Love's, they want $380 for a recap. I'm certainly not going to put a brand new tire. Like I said, I'm only planning on having this trailer for another week or two, so I'm certainly not going to put $400 into it if I can help it. So we'll go ahead and, like I said, I'll run her down to the yard, and we'll get the inspection and a tire thrown on the trailer, and hopefully they have my new ABS module installed into my trailer by now. So yep, let's get on the road. Fixed my, found that light that was behind the dash on the left fuel gauge. Found that, put that back in last night, and I swapped out the proper wires for the inside and outside for my temperature gauge there, for the thermometer. So yeah, here we go. Alright guys, we're getting a little bit of fuel, and then I think I just might run her through the Blue Beacon next door, get her all cleaned and spiffy, and we got another load to go pick up, going down to Columbus. This is a 200-mile load. I got it for $1,600, so not too bad. Yeah, we'll go grab that and get on down there. That is a nice truck. I like that. Oh yeah, I like that. That blue Kenworth there is nice too. Sharp. Alright guys, just waiting for them to do the finishing touches. It'll be good. Waiting to see too if it's going to be leaking anywhere that they sealed. Sometimes they got some water coming in up here. I don't see any drips. drippy drip. That's good. Let's go. Alright. Steamy. It's like 25 degrees outside right now. Alright. Can't tell how far I am. Alright, let's get out there and take a little look-see. Yeah. A little drip right there where I got that thing, but I talked about that before. Oh yeah. Good deal. All right, she looks good. Let's go. Tell you what, guys, there's 4 tools you should have in your trucker toolbox: WD-40, an adjustable wrench, zip ties, and duct tape. If you can't fix something with those 4 things, well then, I don't know what you're doing out here. But yeah, I just, washed my truck, and some water must have got down into the link or into the latch for the door, and I went to close it, and she just froze up on me. Yeah, she didn't want to close. Door was just bouncing open. Took some of this magical potion, sprayed it right in there. Good as new. All right, let's go get picked up. Well, let's go pick the load up. I don't want to get picked up. No, let's go get the load. Oh yeah, that is like a new door. Brand new door. All it took was some WD-40. All right, let's go. We're like a half mile away. Good old streaking beacon. Work right there. Yeah, I'm sure you guys probably saw this. We got a little bit of stuff forming there. It's no big deal. It's purely just surface rust. I know people are gonna be screaming out about Ohio sales, but it is what it is. It's solid. I ain't worried about it. Maybe just get it done a little better sometime. You want to replace this battery box. As you can see, it's all damaged there. Same with the bottom step. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, it is what it is. We are sitting here getting loaded right now at Abbott Nutrition. So yeah, they're anybody that comes here to Abbott Nutrition, they want to know. At least there's a bunch of Abbott Nutritions. This is probably one of the more strict ones I've been to here in Sturgis, Michigan. But they want to know how many hours you have on your clock. You have to have 4 hours or more of drive time, and they want to know how much fuel is in your tank. So The idea is they want to make sure that you can get 200 miles down the road before you have to stop. So, you know, they consider this a high value load. So, yeah, like I said, this load, it kind of cost the broker about $200 because they had this load on the board for a while, and they were trying to push it for $1,000 on 200 miles. And I bid $1,400, and they denied it. They came back at $1,000, so they didn't even want to come up a single buck. And that was on, I believe, Saturday. Yeah, I think it was Saturday. Maybe Sunday. Or maybe Friday, I mean. And the load never moved. And then today I saw it on the load board again still for $1,400. So they upped it to $1,400, which is what I had initially wanted it for. So what do? I put a bid in for $1,600. And they accepted it in about 2 minutes. So they must have needed it moved. But yeah, if they would have just taken my bid the first time, it would have saved them $200. And it would have lost me $200. Kind of a teeter-totter effect, if you will. But yeah, so we're just waiting to get loaded, and it's only, like I said, it's going down to Columbus. More than enough time to get there. Doesn't technically deliver till noon tomorrow, so hopefully they'll take it early. I don't want to have to wait till noon. Like I said, I still want to get to my shop and get the DOT done on this truck, and see what's going on with my trailer. So yeah, so we're there. So what do you guys think about this whole Freedom Convoy thing? Huh? What do you put it down in the comments below? What's your opinion on it? I think it's a good thing for the you know, as far as, you know, because as far it's a protest about the mandates, not the vaccine per se. It's simply about the mandates, and I agree. I don't agree with completely blocking roads. I never have agreed with that. People need to be able to get through, but I understand that protesting is about creating a shockwave. You know, I do get that, but at the same time, when you block roads, you block access for emergency personnel. You know, I don't necessarily always talk about political stuff, but it's pretty important stuff, you know, going on in Canada. And I hear I don't know if they've actually started it yet, but they're supposed to be the convoy that's going to come across our country to DC. I don't know if it's actually underway yet. I don't talk about politics often, even though I'm sure that it's pretty obvious how I feel about things. You know, there's been little tidbits here and there that would make it pretty obvious. One of them was in the last video, a little Easter egg in the last video. Unwillingly, it's put me at odds with some family members. Wasn't my choice, you know. Just wasn't my choice, but I'm sure they'd say otherwise. But, you know, I've always been told, ironically from my father, I have been told by him since I was growing up that if there is a cause that you believe in, even if you are by yourself, stand strong. I don't know if you guys are subscribed to Trucker Josh, but he had he did a live up there in Canada, he lives up in Winnipeg. He's a truck driver he lives in Manitoba, outside of Winnipeg, and he's a truck driver born and raised in Manitoba. And he went down to one of the protests in Winnipeg and showed how peaceful it was. You know, everybody had a smile on their face. There wasn't one sign of hatred. There wasn't one anything like that. It was all a positive thing. And what he said that I really liked was, at one moment in time, there was an ambulance, either an ambulance or fire truck or maybe both, that had to come through town. And, you know, they're honking up there, right? So creating a lot of noise, a lot of ruckus. And everybody up there stopped. Once they heard the sirens, everybody ceased the noises. Everybody went quiet. They made sure that the emergency personnel were able to get through town. And they wanted to make sure that everybody that was ahead of them could hear them coming. So everybody stopped honking, stopped yelling. And that's fantastic. That's the way a protest should be, you know? It gets your attention, but at the same time, it's not overbearing. I'm sure I'm sure by saying what I've said, all the people that are all for the truckers that are blocking the roads, they'll tell me that I'm a sad excuse for a truck driver, and then all the people that are on the other side that think that the trucking protest, the Freedom Convoy, is a waste of time, and then they're gonna say the same thing about me, that I'm a waste of a truck driver. So it's like there's no pleasing anybody, and that's the point. You shouldn't have to worry about pleasing anybody but yourself and your family. That's the way it is. That's the way it should be. So I could keep going. I could really keep. I'm really holding back here, as hard as it might be to believe. I could go on for hours about this. I really could. My wife gets tired of hearing about it. She agrees with me wholeheartedly about everything. But when I get started on this topic, it's really hard to get me to shut my mouth. Like up in Canada, again, with Trucker Josh, he was talking about it. Up in Canada, this, like I said, this is why this is about the mandates and not the vaccine. Trucker Josh is double vaccinated and boosted. And so he's obviously not against the vaccine itself, but he supports the convoy. And the reason he supports the convoy is because he has a family member who the doctor said he would not advise getting the shot. He would strongly urge this family member to stay away from the shot because it could have detrimental effects, if not deadly effects, on this person. The problem with that is that, because that's what you should do. You should absolutely talk to your doctor about it. You should see what the doctor says. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's body reacts to things differently. That's the biggest point here. That's the biggest takeaway with a vaccine mandate. Everybody's body reacts differently. And in Canada, just because the doctor told him that he shouldn't take it, so he's abiding by the doctor's orders, he still is looked at as second class, as a leopard, whatever, because he can't get the shot, therefore he doesn't have the vaccine passport. He doesn't have the papers to go into restaurants and movie theaters and family gatherings. See, just because he doesn't have it, his family can't get together for things like Christmas and Easter and things like that. His family can't get together. They could legally get in trouble in Canada for getting together. And, and his family member, his relative, can't go into certain stores, can't go. There are so many things that have been taken away from this person and others just like this person, simply because their doctors strongly urged them to not get the vaccine. And this person wanted the vaccine. That's the thing. This person wanted the vaccine. They aren't anti-vax. That's what everybody's so hung up on. Everybody thinks that this is an anti-vax protest, but it's not. It is an anti-mandate. And like they say, 90% of the truckers in Canada are vaccinated. But yet so many of them are still protesting because it is about the mandates. There's a saying that strong men create good times create weak men create bad times create strong men. And I feel like right now we're in that weak men creating bad times stage. I hope that the protests against the mandates are a transition to the strong men creating good times again. Like I said, I could really dig into this. I could really go passionate about this. Oh boy, could I. I'll probably lose subscribers if I actually post this, which is so sad that I can. It's sad. It's sad that I even have to think about posting it because it might offend somebody. What have I said that's offensive? But you know somebody's going to be offended by what I've said. By the way, I really appreciate all this. I do. I appreciate all the subscribers, and I appreciate surpassing the 5,000 mark. I know that's a very small feat for many YouTubers, but for me, 5,000 is an awesome milestone. And being able to pass that and still be climbing, I really appreciate it. I really do. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. You know, most of the comments are extremely supportive and are extremely well received. You know, there are some comments that, but I'm not the kind of guy to go in there and delete comments. I'm not going to delete their comment because why? I am a proponent of saying whatever you feel like you need to say, just like I'm doing right now. And I cannot rightfully, with a clean conscience, delete a comment simply because I don't like it. You know, it just doesn't bode well for me. So, you know, if I did that, there's no way I could talk like this because that would make me one of the biggest hypocrites ever, right? But hey, we got the truck washed, so that's good, right? She's all purty again. All right, let's get her started up. Get the air built back up. Oh, listen to that cat purr. Let's go get our paperwork. Oh man, guys, I love this Loves. This Love's right here. It's in Bellefontaine, Ohio, off 33. And there's always parking here. I mean, it's 8:30 at night at a Love's. Look at this. All sorts of parking up there. All over here. And there. All kinds of parking. Got my truck idled up. It's 20 degrees outside. I don't know where I'm not wearing a coat. Woo. Man, she looks clean. Woo. She looks super duper clean. Look at them clean headlights. But yeah, like I said, this is a Bellefontaine, Ohio at a Love's. And you tell me what Love's at 8:30 at night on a weekday has this much parking available. And it's like this all night long. I love it here. This is the second time I've been here. First time I came in here, I was shocked at how empty it was. It was like midnight when I rolled in here, and there was this much parking on a weeknight. So this is definitely a worthwhile place to come if you're ever on 33 going to Columbus or going from Columbus. Like I said, Bellefontaine, Ohio, or as out-of-staters call it, Bellefontaine. We'll get back in. I am cold. Oh, there we go. Yep. What's going on, guys? Got me some coffee. I'm gonna get out of this cold. It's really cold. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just, I guess, end the video here. There's a guy in the comment that's just kind of getting on my nerves, getting annoying, trying to get me to do what he does. I don't want to do what you do, okay? Whatever it is you do, looks like you do lawn work, but you tell me you don't. Even though you have a picture of a riding lawnmower 0 turn as your avatar or profile picture, and you talk about the lawn care niche of YouTube and talk about how much, you know, people make driving through my neighborhood, working on their yards, things like that. I don't want to do what it is. I'm a truck driver. This is what I do. Please stop trying to tell me to get out of this line of work and do what you do, because that's not what I want to do. If I wanted to do what you did, I would have done it in the first place. All right. My quality of life is really of none of your concern, but it's perfectly fine. I'm home when I want to be. I get home anytime I want to come home. I'm home for as long as I want to. And my family, this is what we have grown to know. This is what we have adapted to as a family. I was truck driving before I ever met my wife. She knew what she was getting into. This is who we are. And if everybody got up and got out of their truck and went to what you consider a better job, just because you claim that you make more money or you have less overhead, I don't know, I don't care. If everybody did that and got out of the truck, there'd be no more truck drivers, there'd be no more anything on the shelves. You know, we all choose our profession out here, and I've invested a lot of money into this company. And this is what I do. This is what I want to do. So I would implore you to stop bugging me about it. It seems like in every video you're talking about how much money you make doing whatever it is you do. And I assumed it was lawn care because of all the signs. And you're telling me that's, you know, nothing to do with lawnmowers. So either way, I don't want to do whatever it is you do. I just don't. Good for you for finding a job that has very little overhead. Great, man. That's good on you. No matter what you do out there, there's going to be a job that makes more money. Okay? That's just the way it is. You're never going to be the best at anything. There's always going to be somebody better and richer. All right? So I don't do this just for the money. I do it because this is what I enjoy. It's stressful as all get out. Very stressful. But this is what I do for a reason. So, like I said, I would very much appreciate if you just stop trying to get me to come to whatever it is that you do. I have no interest. Okay? I have no interest. Like I said, this is what my family and I have grown to know. Alright? And before COVID hit, and people, we were as free and clear, everything was great and dandy. The wife and I would go on 4 cruises a year. We'd take the motor home that we own to Disney World a couple times a year. We'd go camping just at random. We'd go, down to Tennessee, which is about 340 miles from my house. We'd go down to Tennessee, and we'd go camping for about 4 or 5 days in the motorhome. Drag my Jeep behind it. We aren't hurting. Okay? Our quality of life is pretty good. So again, I would appreciate it if you just stop with it. Alright? I'm not out here to compete against anybody, but especially when it comes to money, because like I said, there's always going to be somebody that makes more. And if you make more than me, that's awesome, man. That's fantastic. more power to you, buddy. Anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get off of here, and we're gonna make our way to Columbus to finish this delivery. And then from there, I don't have a load booked yet. I'll probably just go straight up to the yard, assuming that there's still time before they close, and we will get the DOT done on here. But you all have a good one out there. Stay safe. Survive to thrive, guys. All right? And we will talk at you guys in the next video. See ya. Damn it, I did it again. The camera's over here, dum-dum. All right. I'm not re-recording that. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later.